Yo, what's up, Star? Oh, my mic is on. Hold up. Oh, there we go. I had to turn that off. What's up, Lolo? Mic is good. Yep, there we go. I'm doing okay. Oh, we're going back to the beach? Okay, that's kind of crazy. I'm doing okay. Amok? I'm doing Amok. No, that's just good to hear. Shoot, I was gonna say something, but I don't forgot what I wanted to say. Oh, well, I guess I should say this. I think the rest of this week will be just like Genshin banging out this limited time event. That's if I can get this limited time event done at a, good pace of time. Probably within 2 streams. So I'm pretty sure this event isn't long, right? Memory of Chaos. Oh, Memory of Chaos, dummy. Look. Leave me be. Sometimes I don't remember certain acronyms. Cause I don't be doing that content like that on my off time. When I'm on my own off time, I be doing other shit. By the way, I burned all my backup energy in Star Rail. I burned all of it. I'm over here trying to farm people's talents and whatnot, level them craps up. I done burned all of it. So I can't really farm in abundance until that shit fills back up. Anyway, I got my girl Sparksy and her signature like, oh nice. Given the days to do it, you good. Oh, I'm not saying like, oh, I have to try to actually hold on, let me recontextualize. I don't think it's even recontextualizing. It's more so this, right? Hey, I just want to be able to see. Ah, crap! I got dragged into it immediately. The damn thing is all the way over there. I hate when they do that crap. Basically, what I'm saying is, I'm hoping I can get this quest done within 2 days, if I can. Right? Hopefully, I can get it done in 2 days or 3 days, and then the rest I'll just do whatever the fuck I want. Cause like the other games I want to play as well.
Huh? That's weird. Gene said this is where the event is supposed to be, but there's nothing here.
I gotta play not Star Rail. I meant to say Wuwa. I gotta do the Luke story. Cause apparently it's good. So I'll play that and wait and see how good it really is. I know I gotta do Art Knight's Infield story and push through. Granted, I'm gonna say this right now. I am at level 31. For people who weren't there for the last Art Knight stream, when I pulled for Yvonne, I'm at level 31. So I gotta get 3 more levels, grind, do whatever I need to do, and then boom, I'll be ready to stream it again. So look out for that. What else? What other thing do I need to do? Or story content that I'm itching to do? I feel like it's just Wu on Art Nest right now. Because I did get... Oh, I got Varka's story quest, but like, I don't need to do that now. I can wait to do that.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it. This is where our journey officially began. That sure brings back memories. Kinda nostalgic, really. Even after all this time, this place hasn't changed one bit.
Fleeting moments, precious ones too. Speaking of the start of the game, of this feeling nostalgic, I literally downloaded the Genshin Impact on my PS5. Right, 'cause I got to transition to the PS5 literally by next month. Right, so I created an account for PS5, at least for myself, on it. So I replayed the game from start. Granted, I didn't play a whole bunch of the main story content. I got up to the point where Durin attacks the city, right? And I'm just looking at the quality of the game, like the graphics of the game, and how it looks on the PS5, and it just looks good. It genuinely feels nostalgic playing it from scratch, genuinely. Like, literally, I don't think no matter how many times I were to create a Genshin account just to replay the beginning again, it will always feel nostalgic to me. Like, this is an important start off to the whole story. Why does Paimon's floating animations look like memes, lol? Because I think it's the same.
Look who's getting all sentimental and poetic. Well, we still
Oh my
need
goodness.
to find Jean and the others.
I just realized
Let's have a
something.
look around.
I just had a crazy realization. It'll be so crazy if Paimon is the Cyrene of Genshin's game. Right? Because we know that Cyrene had to go back in time in order to ensure that these crucial moments that happened in the story happened, right? So she's forever in the past. What if the same thing happens with Paimon, where... Because we know time manipulation is a real thing in this game. It's no longer some like up in the air type shit. We know it exists in Genshin's world, right? And there's a lot of things about Paimon that feel like she can manipulate time, just like kind of differently. I feel like she like captures like the moments rather than just stopping time altogether, right? Because when you open the what you call it. The menu screen, right? She appears, but everything else stops except for the wind that's blowing, right? Because like when you're next to a grass or a bush, the wind still blows, right? So I wonder if that's what's gonna happen with Paimon in the future.
Yeah.
Ah man, I love how they reframed this shot. It's just like how he started off. Ah man, I love it.
Paimon remembers there used to be hydro slime hiding here, but it's gotta be gone now, right?
I'm gonna say this. I think this is one of the big criticisms I have about Genshin Impact right now. I hate this whole thing of Paimon not being physically present with us when we're running around the area or the open world as a whole, right? Because she's supposed to be our travel guide and whatnot, right? So like, why isn't she present, with us when we're running around the open world? I would like that. Out of all the little mini ornaments we got of like flying objects or whatever, I literally would prefer Paimon. Because it will make it feel more authentic to me. That, the traveler is running alongside Paimon, or Paimon is running alongside, one of the playable characters in the game. Right? Just to like keep the immersion, 1-to-1. You feel me? Because like, this is probably the second time Paimon, throughout this entire game's history, has been physically present that you can like follow behind her. They did it at the start of the game, and now they're doing it again for this event.
Whoa! A fungus? Are those supposed to be in Mondstadt? Not that these are a real threat to us at this point, but still.
said this isn't hard enough. Should I grab a geobishop for the next round then?
Is this really the time to get competitive?
Did you hear that, Paimon?
Hear what?
Huh. Must have been my imagination then.
Somehow my traveler is level 1 in this quest. Level 88? Wait a minute, hold up. I did not push this nigga to level 88 last time I checked. I deliberately leave this nigga at level 80 because of how high up he is. Literally, Skirk is my only level 90 character in the whole game. Which I am working on leveling up the other ones. I just gotta collect the flowers because the flowers take forever to collect. Got wrecked by one hit by that mushroom. No, I didn't. This is the most fun quest ever. Oh, really? I ain't gonna lie, they're really selling the nostalgia right now. Talk to Paimon. Where's she at? Oh. Is that a bomb? That's Clee's bombs. Oh, I love the camera angle thing. Oh.
Why did someone hang Jumpy Dumpty mines all over this tree? What? But they don't look alike. You can't even eat them. Hold on. Could this be an event setup thing? Not a lot of people come here, but a bomb's still a bomb. If someone gets hurt by accident, Clee's gonna get marched off to the confinement room again. Yeah, but let's take a picture with the camera before we take them down. First the fungus, and now this? Something weird is going on. If it turns out not to be event-related, it'll be good to have a record of what we found.
You know what, Paimon? You've gotten sharper. You could even say that you've ascended to a new level. Please. I'm going to go with the joking route because... Actually, hold up. This goes back to another criticism I have about Genshin Impact. Well, in particular about Paimon. Because they literally make her dumb sometimes. And then other times, they make her smart. And then you have this... Apparently, I didn't even know this. I know about this. I didn't even know she was, like, attending any classes in the academia. But apparently she is. And she did, like, get a little, smarter because of it. I was shocked by that. So I was like, huh? When did this happen? You doing things solo dolo without the traveler around? Interesting.
You couldn't just compliment Paimon's smarts like a regular person? Whatever. Paimon will take it. Better than being called emergency food, at least. Anyway, it never hurts to be careful. We've seen through lots of tricks, but we've also gotten the short end of the stick a bunch of times, too.
Well, let me read. Skirt got you on a leash. You got a collar on you easy. Just open my YouTube before watching. Yeah, first thing I see in my feed. Why Wuwa Teleport is better than Genshin. Are we really going back to the teleport thing again? Are we serious? Niggas really tried to spark that conversation like a couple months ago. Right? Niggas really tried to spark this whole conversation of, oh, Wuwa's waypoints are way better than Genshin's. If they're so better, why the fuck do they need to keep changing the damn design of the waypoint then? If it's so better. Shouldn't it have like a classic, iconic look that doesn't need to change every damn update patch? A stream to work too? Nice. Oh, what's up?
Paimon likes the optimism. Come on, let's get that picture taken. Then, get rid of these bombs.
Also, I love the sound Genshin's camera makes. It reminds me of Sly Cooper with the camera function.
Huh, fireworks. Guess there was no danger after all. Were those meant to welcome us or something? Anyway, we should be good here. Let's keep going. Huh. What was it Paimon said back then? Ah, right. Oh,
I swear, the beginning of this game was so fucking nostalgic. That's something I will give the Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact, or rather, I would say Hoyoverse as a whole. Hoyoverse does know how to make the beginning of their games feel nostalgic as shit. I'm gonna say that right now. They know how to make it nostalgic. Genshin got it in the bag. Starro got it in the bag. Zillis as well got it in the bag. Right? Every beginning for each one of their games feels fucking nostalgic as shit. Especially if let's say you make a secondary account, so you can pull characters that you don't have on your first account, right? Replaying the beginning of the game, it does feel nostalgic. It feels good. It really sells you.
Among the 7 gods, this god controls the wind. You remember too. It's weird though. It seems like there's something different about it.
I think so too.
Let's take a closer look.
I mean, even the login screen is iconic. Exactly. Which is why I made a whole video breaking down Shakai's video about the whole BS that he was on.
Paimon's next line was...
As we all know...
Right! Poetry and language flow like the wind! Look! There really is something wrong with this statue of the 7!
Yeah, it's smaller and got Klee on it. Yeah, so Paimon can canonically teleport. I'm not gonna lie, her being the shade of space, it feels like it could make sense, knowing that she can just blip in and out of places whenever she wants to. Oh, what else was I gonna say? Crap, there's something else I was gonna say. Shit, what was it? Crap. It was on the tip of my tongue, hold up. There's something I wanted to say. Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Hoyoverse hits the nail on the coffin when it comes down to, making their shit iconic. That's what I was gonna say. Genshin, hit the nail on the coffin the hardest, in my opinion, because literally this game exploded with popularity. This game is still popular even to this day, right? Even after 6 whole years, even with all the problems people have with the game and whatnot, the game is still, on top, technically speaking, right? It's so iconic that it can't even leave its top spot. I think that's just where WuWa fails entirely, is that they have their own identity, yeah, sure, but like their iconic feel is like, it feels non-existent. Or like there was no desire to make it iconic.
Okay, Paimon's sure of it now. This can't be for an event. No one in their right mind would replace that huge statue of the 7 with a statue of Klee. Yeah, and well made too. But that's not the point. You're not weirded out by this? Oh, you're right. This must be Alice's doing. She could put 100 Klee statues all around Mondstadt and Paimon still wouldn't be surprised. That explains the other weird stuff we saw up till now, too. She must have asked Jean to write that letter so we'd lower our guard. No, wait! Maybe that was Alice just pretending to be Jean. Paimon wouldn't put it past her. Yeah, Paimon's not upset. The surprises were nice, and this statue is pretty cool. Plus, we got to take a little trip down memory lane. Makes Paimon feel all warm and fuzzy, remembering where it all began. What do we do now, though? There's nobody around. If this is some sort of elaborate prank, guess we're in it until the people behind it jump out and say, "Gotcha!" Huh? What does that mean? Oh, yeah. And there could be even more. Guess all there's left to do is touch that statue and find out. Maybe it'll give you the power of pyro or something.
Oh, damn, we went straight into the scene. Granted, it's more of an in-game cutscene than the actual cutscene.
The world opens itself before those with noble hearts.
Honestly, also, why does her statue is kind of smaller in comparison, no? Take a picture of it. Oh. Hold up.
Surprises. Good guessing on your part. Let's keep going and see what else we find.
It's so crazy to think about. Cause like, what was it? It's been like 6 years technically. So 6 years ago, the freaking palace in the sky, literally was like a 2D image on the like sky, right? Originally. And then they made it into a 3D model later. I honestly, right now, I think it's literally just probably some colorless 3D gray model just sitting in the air. I don't even think they even colored it. I think it's just without color, but they just made the 3D model. What's crazy is when the game first started, I did not even notice that the island in the sky was like 2D. When the game first came out, I didn't even notice it until I started seeing it all across like Google searches, and people were like, "Yo, this shit is 2D," and it's like, "Oh, that's the island in the sky." Which just reminded me of a song. Reminded me of a song called Palace in the Sky by Fable. I need to download that song again. I think no one noticed it until it was noticed. Possibly.
Go now. Yes, now, or it'll be too late.
Whoa! It's the ballin'!
There's something huge in the sky!
Okay, we all remember what Paimon said back then. Anyway, since he's here, that must mean we're about to meet another old friend in these woods.
Like, look at this. Look how Paimon is right next to the Traveler as he's walking. This is what I want. I literally want Paimon to be beside this Traveler 24/7, where all the time we go somewhere. And like have it just be an optional function to turn on and off whenever the player wants it, right? Because this shit just feels more authentic, that she's literally there. I just had another realization.
Look, there he is!
Is this entire event literally just us replaying the entire prologue? Or like the entire Mondstadt chapter? up until the Dvalin fight. Is that what this whole thing gonna be about?
Back then, Dvalin was tainted by the Abyss, and Tone-Deaf Bard was about to heal his wounds.
And this nigga still looked good even in PS4.
But your control over Animo wasn't so great, so they noticed you and ran off. But you've had tons of practice since then, so mistakes like that should be a thing of the past, right? Sure. Here goes nothing.
Look at that face. Homegirl is literally upside down doing it. No. They making her look corny, bro. You hate to see it, twin. Oh, nah, bro. The Traveler set her up crazy. You see this nigga face? He did this shit on purpose. I swear the Traveler can be such a dickhead sometimes.
Well, this is awkward. You really hung Paimon out to dry there, Traveler.
I didn't think you were going to take that approach.
Apologies. You were just even livelier than I remembered, and I wasn't expecting it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, for some of y'all who were there to watch my reaction to the Nigerian's Perspective video about like, oh, how unique Wuwa's NPCs are that shatter the whole standard for NPCs, I literally should have mentioned Dvalin's ass. This nigga is an NPC for crying out loud. He's a fucking dragon NPC. I should have mentioned his ass as the biggest dick on the table move in my reaction. I don't know. I fucking hate that after I do a reaction and I re-listen to my video, I'm like, shit, I had a good example in my back pocket, but I forgot about it.
Which means mission accomplished on the surprise front, I suppose. What do you say, Alice? Hi, Marks.
Oh, yes, indeed. That was fantastic. I've recorded it all, in fact.
What the hell is that?
Huh. So you were watching us all along. And hold on. You can't just record people like that.
What a delightful reunion. Welcome to Mondstadt, you two. The place where it all began.
I should have also mentioned Alice and Nicole as well as NPC characters. Even though I know Nicole gonna be playable, I still should have mentioned them regardless. Also, for anybody watching the stream, make sure you hit the like button for your boy. Appreciate it and thank you. The support goes a long way. Also, I don't have any videos that I'm gonna post like for the rest of the week, so there more than likely will not be any videos.
Lovely to see you, dearies. So what's the verdict? Did our special welcome ceremony meet the mark?
It was impressive. I need to see Alice and Klee interacting with each other. I need that right now. I need to see it.
It was very... you, that's for sure. Paimon can't believe the Knights of Favonius let you go that far.
I mean, them niggas can't stop her anyway. Also, apparently, right, randomly, as I'm scrolling through YouTube over the last couple days, right, apparently there's been talk about Klee's daddy in these streets. I don't know what the whole deal is about that. So hopefully I find out some of that information throughout this stream or through whatever item that's like a part of this limited time event.
Where'd you move the real statue of the Seven anyway?
Oh, gracious me. You still haven't figured it out. If I had actually done something to that statue, I would have been locked up in the teensy room next door by now. Certainly not my idea of a pleasant afternoon.
So, what's going on here?
I did hear about Foxhole being doxxed because the homie DJ King made a video about it. I listened to a little bit of it, but I didn't know the full context. So apparently it's related to St. Tontas' community, which again, not surprised in the slightest. But that's the community he's freaking, you know, fostered and groomed. And all I'm gonna say is this: if Foxhole stream again, and he said that he had to put somebody in the dirt, I'm just gonna clap my hands and be like, yes, sir, absolutely. You don't get to roll up on someone's house, especially a man who has children. You're walking into the lion's den, a lethal opponent, my nigga. A man without nothing to lose is a man that's worth fearing. A man with something to lose is just as much worth fearing. Like, bro, what? They screwed for doxing Foxhole because they didn't know he government work, or that the word? Oh yeah, them niggas are cooked. I don't know what type of government worker he is, but if he's one who can dial a nigga up, be like, yo, I need to hunt somebody down, it's a wrap. That's all there is to say about it. He got it. He good. I bet there's like 10 different cameras around his house. Which rightfully so. I expect there to be a gun in every possible location where a gun is needed to pull it out when the time comes. That's what I expect out of his house. If he ain't got it like that, I hope he gets it like that after what just happened to him.
Now you're asking the right questions, Paimon.
The answer lies over here.
Nicole, you're here too?
That's right. Our two lovely mages are here on vacation. In fact, everything you just experienced was their handiwork.
Cool. I love that Alice and Nicole is here. But I need that old hag to be here. That's what I need right now. And I'm gonna say this. Apparently, people were complaining about the old hag's design. Literally being like, oh, she's not old enough. It's like, bro, she that old hag that aged like fine wine. The fact that niggas are even complaining about her design not being old enough is corny as crap. Like, literally, what are we doing here? Bring that fine woman over here, damn it.
But I'll leave the explanations to Miss Nicole. I trust you're well acquainted with her skill at explaining all manner of magic and phenomena.
Yep. We experienced that firsthand in NODKRAI.
This bubble is a new kind of magic Alice and I invented. Inside it is a small world created using a person's memories.
Memoria? Oh my goodness gracious. Literally Amphorius / Pentagony.
When you were busy reading that invitation to Mondstadt, Alice took the opportunity to place you within it.
Oh, we didn't even notice.
Huh. I wouldn't be much of a Dodo King if I couldn't pull off a simple trick like that.
Bro, I need to know what the hell this Dodo King crap is about. Well, let me move that. I want to make this into a screenshot in the future. Alright.
All that to say, the things you saw weren't real. They only exist within this bubble. Except for Venti and Dvalin, of course. I invited Venti, and he brought the dragon along.
It's not every day you get to relive the beginning of your journey. It feels like listening to a verse you haven't heard in a while, right? You might not remember the name or melody, and still, you start humming along in no time.
So true.
I'm assuming your trip down memory lane was similarly nostalgic.
So speaking about this nostalgic, like remembering hearing like music and whatever, but not remembering the name of the song and whatnot, over like the last 2 weeks, like I have YouTube music on my phone, and it just like I let it randomly play sometimes, and then it will hit a song that I remember jamming to back in middle school, and I'm like, holy shit, I just got whiplash. Oh my goodness, I ain't heard this song in a while. I intended to make sure I save it so that I can be able to listen to it again later. Hours passed, I was at work, I'm not allowed to pull out my phone, but I'm hiding the fact that I'm listening to music or whatever, I got my hoodie on. Hours later pass, I look at it, I'm like, ah, crap. It's been too long since I initially heard the song play, and I ain't about to sit here and dig through this whole entire playlist to try to find it. It is what it is at this point, whatever. Right? So I hope I can come across that song again.
So does Jean know about this, or you're not. Paimon's starting to think that invitation letter was a fake.
Oh, no. Jean wrote that herself, I assure you. I wouldn't dare forge a letter under her name.
Huh. So you do draw the line somewhere.
Ooh. Not with my daughter in her clutches. If you ever become a mother, you'll understand.
Wait a minute. What she just said about mother? Hold on. Let me go back. So you do draw a line somewhere. Oh, that's hilarious. Also, to piggyback off what Star just said, right, in the chat, I'll share this little tidbit about myself. Back in middle school, there was one song I did jam to the most. I ain't gonna lie, it's probably literally one of my favorite songs ever, because of the simple fact of, I grew up in a Christian family household, right? So I listened to a lot of gospel music, a lot, right? This song was the first song I've ever listened to that was not gospel music, right? It was what? Skillet, a Monster by Skillet. I don't know if some of y'all even heard about that song. Most of y'all should have heard that song at this point in time. But that was the first song I heard on an AMV to Transformers, right? So one of the Transformer animated shows, right? And I was like, oh my goodness, what is this song? Immediately jammed to it all the time. I was rocking out like crazy. Jammed through it through early middle school, all the way into high school. And throughout middle school, I did end up literally, because I was one time I was really pissed off that day. I was like, bruh, because I had got my phone taken away. That's what it was, bruh. In middle school, I got my phone taken away because they had the whole cell phone policy shit for students, right? Got my phone taken away, and on that same day, I was so pissed. I was like, man, I started writing the entire lyrics and verses to the song Monster by Skillet. I started writing it in 2 whole pages, front to back, and then an extra page. That's how pissed I was, and that's how much I remembered the song, word by word, lyric by lyric. I was just writing. And then, crazy part is, I'm pretty sure this happened when I was in 6th grade. Crazy part is, my black ass did not get my phone back until the end of the year, by the way. Let that sink in. I got my phone taken away because I had it out when I wasn't supposed to. My mom literally told me that she wasn't going to go get my phone back. I did not get my phone back till the end of the year. The entire school year, I went without my phone, and it was in the clutches of the school the entire fucking time. You can understand how maddening that was, not having my phone. Literally, I was forced to draw in my notepad for the rest of the school year just to entertain myself. Which, there was some good that did come from that, a little bit. But, bruh, it was so irritating not having my phone throughout the entirety of 6th grade. Oh my goodness. If you wanted to say this was a valid crash out or scenario for a valid crash out to happen, it most definitely was. I didn't get that shit back to the end of the year, and I was in a freaking music class, by the way. I was supposed to play the tuba or something like that. But apparently someone stole my damn mouthpiece out of my damn case for my instrument, so I literally went to that class every damn time, unable to play my instrument until the last 2 weeks of fucking school. Which really was some ass cheek shit. Shoot, one time I had to bring a mouthpiece from a horn that I had at home to use, so it was like, bruh. It was something else. Oh, let me read. This story almost sounds like you were going to become a music artist. I had a flip phone throughout middle school. Band kid, put a figure. I was an orchestra kid. I played the silo. No, the only reason, I guess I was kind of a band kid because I was on my church's marching band. So, there's that. I mentioned that in the last stream, right? I was on the marching band all the time. literally throughout middle school, elementary into middle school, and even a little bit in high school. So I guess music was a part of my life a good portion of the time. So there's that.
Oh, come on! It's not like she's being held hostage.
The point is, this magical bubble was created at the request of the Knights of Favonius.
Huh. Now that I'm sitting here remembering that I did play musical instruments, I ain't gonna lie. When I look back on it, I'm like, oh, I actually did do a lot of things. Right? It's probably just things I probably just didn't want to do. Right? This is one of the moments where it's like, man, my life wasn't interesting. And then you remember back and you're like, oh, wait a minute. I did do something interesting.
With the expedition in NODKRAI coming to an end, the Knights will be home before long.
Varka thinks it's better to give people time to reunite with their families, so he told Jean to hold off on a huge welcome reception for now. Of course, Jean has her own thoughts on the matter. You can get the details from her soon.
I played the clarinet, still have one, but I still gotta get it fixed. My bad, I'm stuttering. I still have the silo, although I never returned it. Oh shit, I just remember. I think I remember having that tuba with me for a good period of time before I returned that shit back to school for like the last, week or some shit. Made sure to return that shit. I was like, nope, I am not about to get fined for having this. Oh, by the way, when I got my phone back at the end of the 6th grade, I was so alleviated. That whole, the path of elation in Star Rail, yeah, that's how I felt when I got my freaking phone back after a whole year, by the way. I was on a whole different type of high. I was like, bro, this phone dead. Let me wipe it off. Let me get it clean. Let me turn it on. I'm about to abuse the crap out of this. I ain't have you in so long, twin. I'm about to use you in every function that's available on you.
As things stand, we're keeping the reception small, but there will be some activities. This magic bubble is one of them. The returning Knights can use it to catch up on all the major events that have occurred in Mondstadt while they were gone.
Oh, NODKRAI isn't over, by the way. NODKRAI is going to last an entire year. That's what we were told by the devs. So it's not done yet. We're kind of like in a midway point or transitioning point of, the story for NODKRAI.
Simply put, it's a reenactment of your adventures.
Indeed. The ultimate goal is for everyone to have a chance to take part in the excitement.
So, what about the parts that took a few, creative liberties?
Oh, those were there because the bubble world is still being transcribed and debugged. Memories are easy to extract, and the resulting information density is fine, but it's not exactly a stable medium. If memories are the only thing used to recreate a world, it's hard to ensure a lack of deviations.
Oh my goodness. I have to take everything she's saying right now to heart. And knowing that she's an angel on top of that, this feels even more something I need to take serious that she's saying right now. Because literally Irminsul's whole thing is, collecting and harvesting memories of the world. Right? That's the whole point of it.
For example, these memories belong to Venti. But even for someone like him, whose memories are quite reliable, there is bound to be some variance.
Oh, it's called the cello. Okay, my bad. I was wrong. Speaking of this, Naya, Indigo Farm, Matt, that one receipt from Dragonspine, that one recipe from Dragonspine.
Not to mention, on their own, memories lack an interactive component. So I added some self-deductive capabilities to this magic, which exacerbated the instability issues, unfortunately.
Yeah, that, makes sense.
For instance, say we're recording memories and Lisa happens to fly into a fury over some overdue library books at the same time. A powerful thunderstorm might unfold in the bubble world out of nowhere. Luckily, there's a simple solution. We just have to send someone to scout things out first. Then we can manually correct anything that doesn't make sense.
Exactly. Plus, once the recording is complete, the magic will loop, so there won't be further deviations, and we won't need real people to act things out.
I cannot help but take everything she says seriously.
Ah, and before it's all said and done, we'll be sure to cover up your identity, Venti.
Much appreciated. Otherwise, buying around at the Angels share is gonna be much more of a hassle.
Huh. Like you're the one who does the buying.
It's settled then. We'll allow you to be the first to relive these precious memories, and in return, you'll be our eyes on the inside.
Yeah, but it sounds like fun. Besides, we already snapped a few pics of some potential bugs. Like that weird statue of the Seven.
Oh, no, Paimon. That one was entirely intentional.
What? Seriously?
As the creator of this world, I'm afforded a bit of creative license, I would think. Creating this bubble was no easy task. Is a little personal touch too much to ask for?
I doubt anyone will mind. As far as I'm concerned, you're free to do as you please. This is Mondstadt, after all.
Oh, well. Paimon can't argue with that.
He sits there and say this now. Watch someone be like, oh, I can do whatever I want. The nation of freedom allows for anyone to do what they please. Yeah, some truly villainous actions is going to happen around Mondstadt. If people really take his word to the nth degree. Which I'm surprised hasn't happened yet. Actually, it kind of has happened, actually. If we look at the Lawrence clan, for example. I mean, this is the nation of freedom. And they're not bound by any laws, apparently, so... honestly, I feel like the Lawrence clan took what the, Animal Archon said to heart, being like, yo, this is the nation of freedom, do whatever you want, I'm not gonna, hold your hand or, like, tell you what you can and cannot do type shit. And they were like, oh, really? Bet twin, thank you. We about to enslave these people, use them as our, like, cattle for real. I blame Venti for real, if we're being fucking honest here.
In that case, we'll be counting on you to continue testing our work tomorrow.
It's still early. Why not check out the other events at the testing grounds in the meantime? Jean should be there too.
Yeah, we'll go say hi. She's the one who invited us after all.
I think nothing of it. Now that the world is at peace, you two are overdue for a vacation. Best to make the most of it.
At peace my ass. There ain't nothing peaceful.
Dvalin appeared a little late, but his sparks and splash triggered a deep magical reverberation. Background music needs to start half a second late. I should put another instance of and now the diagnostics are failing? I just don't get it.
Nicole, dear, stop fretting. You're projecting rather loudly, you know.
Every detail is within your control, huh? Color me impressed.
Shoot, if you think that's impressive, go look at that nigga freaking Lygus. Also, the fact that she can run so many thoughts in her head like that is crazy. My brain almost catching a heart attack just thinking about it. AKA a stroke.
Oh, and didn't you say Kleiner would be making the trip with you this time, Alice?
He's been delayed, I'm afraid. Troublesome happenings on another planet. And of course, just when he jumped through all those hoops to make it back to Tevat, Dottore starts causing trouble.
Yo, baby daddy on another planet, nigga. What? I am just blown away. This is not how I thought I was going to find out this information. This is really blowing my mind. Your husband a planet hopper? Wait a minute. Hold up. Am I supposed to take this as Alice met her husband potentially outside of Tevat and not in Tevat's world? Is that how I'm supposed to take this? Because if that's the case, that's crazy. And knowing that there's a character by the name of KK that's in the Traveler's like character card or whatever that talks about what they should and shouldn't do when they come to this world for the first time, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about for the day ones. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? So this feels even more important. Like, oh my goodness gracious, this is my brain.
The border is a terrible mess even now. So, unfortunately, his vacation has been postponed. Just yesterday, he did give us a call on the Dodo communication device, though. As you can imagine, Klee was pleased as punch to hear her dad's voice.
I see. Being a seeker is a tough job indeed.
Wait a minute. Do not tell me. Hold on. This would be freaking crazy. If her husband is one of the damn 5 sinners. If that's the case, it would be freaking crazy right now. The reason I say this is because this whole seeker thing is like... Isn't there like a mirror of the 5 sinners whose like whole thing was like they were like a part of the academy or whatever? The magistratum or something like that? And they were like a professor or just the head of the academy or whatever. So it's like, is he like a seeker of knowledge? Or that's how I attributed him to being a seeker of knowledge. So I wouldn't be surprised if this said seeker was also her fucking father. Granted, this of course is just assumption with no real backing behind it. See, this is why you gotta engage with every damn piece of dialogue in this game, because it's all important. Okay, not every last piece of dialogue is important. That'd be a fucking lie. But you get the point I'm making. More than likely, I probably won't be able to get my hands on no Arkham game. Honestly. If I do, I gotta buy it. But even then, I'm not trying to expand my catalog of what I already got right now. Alright, good night, Star. Get that sleep in. Because I'm going to end the stream once 12 o'clock hits in the morning. So, let me go this way. I should have went this way. Only reason I'm saying that is because I need to get my sleep in, too. Oh, this looks nice. I love that they put events over here in the courtyard. Oh, by the way, I got that Ninja Gaiden game.
We'll go with this setup.
Sound. I'm pretty sure you were the one who was telling me to get the Ninja Gaiden 4 game, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. If so, I did get it. I just haven't, like, played it yet. Literally, it's still sitting in the case.
Hey, Jean! We're here!
Honorary Knight, Paimon, welcome back. Did you have a good time in Alice's magic bubble?
Yeah, it was so cool! Paimon's looking forward to getting back in there tomorrow!
I'll be sure not to spoil it then. I imagine you might be interested in what went into the preparation, though.
Who here thinks Jean still got a 10 out of 10 design up to this day, even with her censored outfit? Is it still not a 10 out of 10 design? Because right now, as I'm looking at it, it's still 10 out of 10. She's still freaking gorgeous.
I loved the idea when Alice brought it up, but I knew it would take a great deal of reenactors, not to mention recruiting Dvalin.
I've always loved the whole, like, coat drape piece she got going on, right? From the upper part to the lower jacket part. You know what I'm talking about? I've always loved that part of her outfit. And I also love that the other outfit that she's wearing right now, which is her secondary outfit, technically, at least for us, you know, EN players, right? I love that they changed it to, like, the navy blue color. Because it just, there's something about it that just screams royalty to me. Or, like, that's not royalty per se, but, like, more so like, oh, this is a person who's of high standing.
Luckily, Venti, or rather, Lord Barbados, agreed to help. After that, I opened up recruitment to the people of Mondstadt. Countless volunteers jumped at the chance to reenact your stories, Honorary Knight. It took me 2 days just to read through all the applications. A lot of people have gotten involved, and that includes quite a few familiar faces as well.
I'm seeing some new hairstyles that I haven't seen on Mondstadt unit or NPCs before.
Are you one of them?
Yes, according to Alice, I'm one of the leading ladies.
Oh, if it wasn't too much work.
Yeah, there are other activities here too, right? Sounds like there's a lot on your plate.
Ah, well, such are the duties of the acting Grandmaster. I'm used to it. For those of us who have been holding down the fort, so to speak, the return of the expedition team is a matter of great importance. The Grandmaster contacted me and said not to organize a grand reception on their behalf, and I understand where he's coming from. I'm sure the team will be exhausted upon returning, and making a big fuss might just tire them out further.
I'm sensing a butt in there somewhere. Tone-deaf Bard said you had other ideas.
Yes, well, those of us here in Mondstadt have been awaiting their return for a long time. Resuming normal life after such a long expedition will be quite an adjustment. An official welcome might help them feel at home and reacclimate to life here. Not to mention, it's a chance for the people to show them no matter how long we've been apart, we're still family. Yes, absolutely. And I don't know, perhaps I am overstepping. I just hope the Grandmaster isn't too upset.
So, besides the whole bubble thing, what have you got planned?
Here, I'll show you. First, this is an arena we've set up to showcase Favonius blade work. The cavalry company is in charge of this one. I'm sure there will be some exciting sparring sessions.
Ooh, that means we'll get to see Kaya on stage!
That's right. Compared to me, he's much better at keeping things interesting. Even when the subject matter is quite serious, I can think of no better person for the job.
You're as modest as ever, huh, Jean?
Over here, we're running a wind glider speed shooting event. It's not hard to guess who's in charge of this one, I'm sure. Yes, her gliding skills are top-notch, and she's quite creative when it comes to event design. Be sure to check it out when the time comes. There's also a booth that will serve as a reception area, where people can relax and chat with each other. A few simple games will be available as well. Hertha is in charge of the drink stall, but we're still working on the menu.
Well, the more alcohol options, the better, I think. The expedition team likes the strong stuff.
How did this nigga get here? Wasn't he supposed to be on the way?
Fair point. Huh?
What's with that face?
Grandmaster, you're back? Has the entire team returned as well? Well, apologies, we're not quite done with the preparations, but I assure you, it's limited to what you see here. We're exercising the utmost restraint.
Hey. Relax, Jean, relax. No need to get all formal with me. I split from the group to make it back first. Pretend I'm not even here. Besides, I knew you'd want to surprise us, no matter what I said.
Oh, I see.
If I didn't tell you to put on the brakes, I knew you'd go full throttle and start planning the next Ludi Harpastum or Windbloom Festival. You put so much pressure on yourself, diving headfirst into the deep end without thinking about how much is on your plate. I just didn't want you to overwork yourself, that's all.
Oh, wow! That's actually really nice of you.
Well, looking out for my fellow knights comes with a job. As for the event, food, drink, and fun in spades without too much pomp and circumstance. Yeah, just like a Mondstadt festival should be. The team will feel at home in no time.
I will say this. Jean really did start acting a bit different the moment Daddy came back home. I ain't gonna lie. I noticed she changed up her demeanor immediately.
That's far too kind, Grandmaster. But thank you.
I mean it, you know? Just trust my judgment. Anyway, you two got a sec?
Also, I do remember making a comment about him, like, telling Yehoda, yo, you want a hug? I do remember making a comment about that, right? But then I completely forgot. This nigga got cheeks at home waiting for him. He doesn't need Yehoda's cheeks. He got cheeks laid out throughout the entirety of the Knights of Ravonius, waiting for him back home. He got Jean, he got Noelle, he got Lisa, he got Amber. Who else? What other female member of the Knights of Ravonius we got? I feel like there's Eula. There we go, the Cake Factory herself. He got all these ass back at home to get back to. He didn't need Yoda's.
Now that I'm finally back in my old stomping grounds, let me treat you to a meal. I'll even introduce you to the Good Hunter's secret menu.
Oh, nice! Paimon's never heard of that before.
What's wrong? Not hungry?
Actually, Grandmaster, there's a few things I'd love for you to look over, since you seem to have some time to spare. Perhaps we could go back to headquarters first.
Oh, hold up.
Hang on. You know this is just a pit stop, right? There's not going to be time for me to take over the whole shebang.
Of course. Still, you are the Grandmaster.
Oh, you have no idea what this means. I'll be trapped in the office until tomorrow morning.
It's not that dramatic. If we make haste, we'll finish before dawn.
As much as Paimon wants to check out that secret menu, you should at least do some work now that you're back.
You can bet your ass this nigga was so happy to be away from that damn desk the moment he left Mondstadt for this expedition. You can bet your ass he was happy about it. He was like, yes, I'm away from the damn desk. Gene got it.
All right, all right. Oh, let's go.
At this point, he might as well just make her.
See you tomorrow.
Don't you aura farm to me, nigga. Oh, wow, finished that one already? Damn. And what I was going to say was, oh, hold up. Oh, that's neat. Oh, it's got the controller thing going on again. Up, down, up, down. Oh, neat. I love the fact that our starting 3 characters that we get at the beginning of the game are responsible for each event for this update. Look at this. The Knights of Favonius members saluting to the playable cast of characters. Oh wow. Yeah, I was told Within Ways revolutionize this, right? Inja. Ija? Aja? I think they pronounced her name before, but I missed it. Ooh, I like that she got a bow in her hair. That's nice. That's a little unique. That's a little new. Ooh, hold up. This is my first time seeing hair like this. Oh, that's neat. Long hair in the braid. Okay. What about you, twin? Hold on. What you got going on? Okay, we've seen this hairstyle since Natland, so it's new, but not ultra new. These are the standard cuts. Hold up. Let me look around. Wait a minute. Why do I feel like I recognize this NPC? Are you that NPC that wanted to be an adventurer? And you kept failing your test or whatever until you finally got it and then went out on your adventure? I'm pretty sure that's you. I'm pretty sure this is the NPC I'm thinking about. Oh, you look different. No, your hairstyle is hairstyle we've seen all the time, and even your face. It's just your outfit is different. Okay. Niggas getting sturdy around. Oh, That's new. Yeah, she picked that up from Natland, most definitely. I've only seen the people in Natland get sturdy like this before. Yep. The people in Natland, the only niggas who dance like this. I remember seeing all those YouTube shorts back when Natland was like really rolling out. So many people were like, "Oh, this is the nation of war," yet niggas are breakdancing. Ah, that shit was funny. I ain't gonna lie. Let's go. I hope to see. Obviously, it's gonna be way too early for Barberloff to come into the story. Obviously, I'm hoping to see the entirety of Mondstadt's cast. Honestly,
We made it! Wow! The whole gang's here!
the Dark Knight.
Even Master D-Luke!
Wow. Jean wanted my input on everything. Even though I left the Knights, Grandmaster Varka has done a lot for me.
Quick question: did the voice actor for D-Luke change, or is this still the same voice actor? Oh, let me read. Do you think Natlan should have been named the Nation of Strength to avoid the war controversy? Looking back at it retrospectively, yes. Even I mentioned that Natlan should have had a different name away from war, so it wasn't like related to war. But like, you gotta, like, I was thinking of maybe using a word that's similar to war, but not exactly war. Right? Because like having internal conflict is like well, that with yourself or with the world or whatever have you, it's kind of like war in essence, but not in the sense of war like, oh, we're killing people en masse, right? Like the theming of war for each and every Pyro character is like, it makes sense why it's even labeled as war, but like I feel like they need to find a different word, especially with how things happen with Natlan. Granted, honestly, they should have just doubled down on the whole war aspect. Because in my opinion, they were a little too like light with their war thing. Because the most war we seen from Natlan was Act 4. So, granted, that was built up to that moment, obviously. All right, let me read. The VA still the same thing. I'm not sure about D-Loop VA. Okay, cool. I know there was like some stuff that came out about the VA. A couple years back. I think it was what, 2023? 2022? One of those years. Right? No, it was after the whole thing with Tainari's voice actor. It was like a year or two after that did he start getting like pinned to the nail on like some things that he had did as well. So,
He didn't stop me from leaving back then, or throw any administrative roadblocks my way. So I owe him one.
Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. As long as you're prepared to follow through on your choices, who am I to stop you? And let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day.
You look pretty tired. Late night yesterday?
Yeah, didn't get much sleep at all. And now my head's killing me. My terrible memories of being Grand Master came rushing back at once.
The Grandmaster's wording is somewhat misleading, so allow me to elaborate. We made quick work of our tasks yesterday, much to the Grand Master's great pleasure. So he hit up his friend Charles for a few drinks.
You know how it is. When you're catching up with an old friend, a few drinks turn into a few too many. Am I right?
Varka, you my dog, so I'm gonna let you slide with lying out of your ass right now about how shit happened. I'm gonna let you slide with it because you my dog for real. But that's the type of behavior I hate seeing when it comes down to content creators, especially if you like looked at my last reaction video I just did, right? Prime example, what Varka just did was blatantly what Vladimir did in his video. And then the other content creators from Nigerian perspective, saying tone toss and so on, they've also done this exact same move. And it's so asinine. Anyway. After NODKRAI, the characters have more pose, not just standing in circle. I feel like characters have always like done poses though. Like even if they're like standing in the circle, they've always done poses, right? I'm pretty sure it's always been like that. They've always like did poses. Like I don't ever remember characters like standing stiff, like locked arms down, standing straight up, and just like talking. Right? I don't ever remember moments like that happening.
Ah, so you're just hungover. Ugh, and Paimon was starting to feel bad for you.
I see. Understood. I just received word from the knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at any time. Ask away.
Ah, you mean like how only you could have purified Dvalin's tears? That ability is unique to you, and to be honest, a lot of people might not even know you're capable of something like that. So they might get stuck at that point in the story.
Don't worry, I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps. I've deleted the parts that might complicate things. The remaining content doesn't require the participant to do much of anything, actually. It should be like watching a play, except you get to walk around as you enjoy the performance.
Wait! But we ran into a combat encounter yesterday when that fungus jumped out at us.
We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to be an experience even a child can complete without trouble. The parts you're testing today are more stable, so there shouldn't be too many bugs. Of course, when you access the dicier sections, be sure to keep our vision in mind.
Speaking of Alice, where is she?
Klee demanded some playtime with her mom. And, of course, as far as Alice is concerned, nothing is more important than a request from her daughter.
Yep, that checks out.
Ha ha ha. Well, let's get this show on the road. I'm ready to witness our honorary knight's story firsthand.
I'm gonna say this right now. I hope Klee does not grow up and become one of those chillin' that's just like, oh, I loved my parent when I was younger, but then now I'm in my teenage phase. I don't love my parent at all. Like, screw them, F them niggas for real. Type ish. I hope Klee doesn't become like that. Because knowing that she's always away from her parents, like, all the time, and the only, like, pseudo family she has is the Knights of Favonius, and everyone in it, right? It's like, it feels like that's the only thing keeping Klee from becoming, like, this whole, man, I hate my mom type person, right? Because, like, without a shadow of a doubt, Klee could become like that. It'd be like, man, my mother was never there when I was a child. She was always off somewhere. The same thing go with my daddy, too. Right? Screw both of them. She could literally end up being like that. But I think that that's Favonius is that core thing that's being as a borderline that's keeping her from becoming like that. For a reunion without tears, part 2. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can finish part 2. And then I'll call the stream. Even though I got like 30 more minutes. But I can drag it out a little more. Beyond 12 o'clock. Because Act 1. Actually, someone tell me right now, is this event even long? I feel like this event is probably really short.
Whoa! Dizzy. That's gonna take some getting used to. Why didn't that happen the first time?
Looks like we've jumped forward a bit since yesterday. We're at the Favonius Cathedral now.
That nigga Dahlia better be here. That's for damn sure. So this is when we got the Holy Liar, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, is this the bit where we steal, or, borrow the Holy Liar?
And we're sure we want to expose that little detail?
Yeah, Paimon's not sure about this. Also, why is Tone Deaf Bard the only one here? What about Varka and the others?
Don't worry. I'm sure Nicole has it all planned out. See? Here comes Diluc now.
Word from the Knights of Favonius is that the Fatui are planning to steal the Holy Liar der Himmel. Unfortunately, that intel came a little late. A conflict between the two parties is ensuing inside. If the Fatui succeed, we'll miss our chance to borrow the lyre.
This feels like that's what happened in the story, though. That Diluc came and said this to us. No? I may be misremembering.
Come on. Let's go help the Knights.
Actually, never mind. This did not happen.
What is it?
Oh, so that's how we're explaining this part. Huh. Pretty convincing.
Yeah, they do need to change that nigga Diluc face. I ain't gonna lie. The way his eyes are set, it looks freaking crazy.
It's all thanks to that committed performance from our good friend Diluc.
I'm just reading the lines Miss Nicole gave me. You need to play along, okay? The cameras are rolling.
Don't worry. Our operation isn't that strict. If there are slip-ups, I'll just delete them later. Feel free to take a relaxed approach.
Wait, that was Nicole's voice? Where's it coming from?
Probably that small bubble.
Like, I understand. I get that he's supposed to have the face of a dead fish type shit. Or at least that's the look he's supposed to have. But his face does look weird. I'm not gonna lie. As I'm looking at it now, maybe it's the haircut. Maybe his haircut, his base haircut, is not doing him any favors. I think that's probably what's making his face look weird. Y'all can tell me if y'all agree or disagree with that.
That's right. This is a kind of communication magic. The same one the Knights of Favonius used to get in touch with me earlier. If you get stuck at any point, you can contact me through this magic, and I'll provide a few hints.
How very convenient. I suppose, given how the story is progressing, we don't have to worry about borrowing the Holy Liar then.
That's right. Obviously, we're not including the stealing part in this version of the story. After all, the Fatui were the ones who ended up with it. Borrowing, stealing, leaving out that detail doesn't change the direction of the story. Anyway, the Knights are currently fighting to protect the Holy Liar. Varka and Jean are already in the underground area. We should head over as well.
This is like getting to read the script before watching the movie.
I wonder what would happen if, this time, we managed to catch the Fatui thief in the act.
That would complicate things. Worst case scenario, we might need to do another take. So if you could refrain from going off script, that would be great.
Okay.
Someone's got an axe to grind.
Now that I think about it, I remember the Fatui stealing the Holy Liar, but I don't remember how exactly we got it back from them. How did we get the lyre back from the Fatui when they're the ones who stole it?
I doubt you need a hint for this area. Go on now. The underground chamber awaits.
Also, I hate that in the open world of the game, right? This area is still open. Like, the pathway leading downstairs is still open, but we can't even go down there in the base game, which is really stupid. Also, I just realized this. Why in the hell is the Cryo Archon symbol of, like, ice here in the damn cathedral? Am I the only one who's noticed that? Because I feel like this is something that is pretty standout-ish, right? It's literally a giant snowflake. And it's like, if this is supposed to be like worshiping the god of wind, why do we have a snowflake on the floor? Like, is it supposed to represent what's his name? I'm gonna say, is this meant to represent Venti and the Cryo Archon's relationship with each other, potentially? Maybe I'm stretching it. Let me refresh my laptop. Give me a second.
You're just in time. The situation is not looking good at the moment. The Fatui brought much more force than expected.
Yeah, it's turned into quite a mess.
Oh, they squabbling. Well, niggas are dancing. Niggas are beating. It is getting goofy in here.
You're not bad, boy. Against the Fatui, though, you'll need to try harder than that.
You ain't messing around, huh? Take this!
I'm loving this whole comic book 3D popping out of the, borderline type shit they've been doing a lot recently, within recent time, from like Natland into NODKRAI. I love that they started doing this.
Oh no! If this keeps up, the Holy Liar's gonna be... Oh, sorry. Paimon can't do this. Nicole, shouldn't these people be wearing Fatui costumes at least?
Yeah, it's kinda hard to get in the zone when our opponents look like average guild members.
Let me see here. It looks like magical autoload has been disabled, so the Fatui costumes didn't appear. I'll get that fixed. Just ignore the problem for now and continue with the scene. Remember, this is a tense moment.
Got it. In that case, I'll evacuate the members of the church right away.
All right, thank you. As you see, Traveler, the situation is dire. We need to retrieve the Holy Lyre and get it back to headquarters.
Looks like the Fatui are tied up fighting the Knights. I doubt they have the manpower to spare to deal with us.
Which means, if we rush in, we should be able to retrieve the lyre.
I'll see it done. Also, I'm gonna say this right now, without a shadow of a doubt, some cornball is going to take this whole scene that they just showed of us like moving out throughout the underground area, seeing all the madness down here. They're gonna take this scene without a shadow of a doubt. They're gonna take the scene and then compare it to a Woo-Wah scene and be like, look how bad and lazy this is. That's why Woo-Wah better. I can guarantee it now. And if anybody here who's watching my stream is a part of my Discord, literally, the moment you see it pop up on your timeline, drop the link to the video. Just so I can say, I knew it.
You all sure are getting into character. Okay then, let's go!
Also, if you're still watching the stream right now, make sure you hit the like button for your boy. Appreciate it. Thank you. The support goes a long way. Oh, my girl, you're here. It's been so long since I've seen you, girl. Sheesh. Granted, your first outfit makes you look harder anyway.
If the conflict really had escalated to this point back then... Ugh. Just imagine the cleanup work.
Yeah, good thing it didn't turn out like that. No use thinking about something that didn't happen, right?
When your free time is as precious as mine, it's hard not to think about it.
Man, I need to see Rosaria in more story quests. I feel like she kind of didn't have a lot of, especially knowing that it seems like she was like raised to be like an assassin or something. What are these niggas even doing? They're supposed to have a bow in their hand? Hold on, let me go to run to the other side. I wonder if there's something just as funny over there. Well, obviously there is something funny over here.
I couldn't keep up with you after all, Grandmaster. It's like you've gotten even stronger since I last saw you.
Expeditions have a way of doing that to people. Ever consider taking your adventurers out on a long trip?
Ah, I think I'll pass.
Look at her, she's just watching thinking, man, he got folded. I think you're looking around.
No entry. This place is under Fatui jurisdiction.
Windolin? Nigga, what? Oh, this is a first. You're clearly from Natland from how your hair is set up. And you got dreads. So, you're clearly from Natland. Where's your weapon, bro? Do not fail your people. Let's go down here. This nigga Jack looking crazy right now. Also, is this our first time seeing this sword type in the game? This is new to me.
I never thought I'd get the chance to spar with the cavalry captain.
I'm always up for a duel. As long as you treat me to a glass of wine after we're done.
How dare you stand in our way! You'll face our Harbinger's wrath soon enough!
Is that what happened? I don't remember that happening. My bad. The only reason I'm taking so long to like review this point is because I just want to see what interactions I can come across. Oh, what's that in the corner? I didn't even know these two were here.
What a coincidence. Or perhaps I should say, great minds think alike.
Yes, well, this looked like the most relaxed part of the performance. I'd prefer to get this over with and return to my work as soon as possible. I'm assuming you feel the same, Miss Lisa?
Of course. After all, this place suffers from a dire lack of comfortable chairs and good tea.
Oh, I know that Albato's English dub VA does voice act the main character for Gachakuda. I think that's something I did notice off the rip.
The Holy Liar! There it is! Well, well, well.
Oh my goodness, Fischl.
It seems our outer diversions were most effective. The knights know not that the true danger lurks right beneath their nose.
It's no wonder you're known as the youngest, most capable electro-Sisson mage in your unit. You can read our enemy like a book.
Also, her headpiece looks fucking fire. Also, did they give her extra stuff on her outfit? Like, I'm seeing things that I didn't see before in her original outfit.
No! We're too late!
Yeah, she got extra stuff on her
Liar
outfit.
down.
You heard her! Put it down and put him up! Or this is gonna get ugly! Wait, why are you the only one with a costume, Fischl?
Why? Because I fashioned this headpiece myself, of course. How does it look? I am the spitting image of an electro-Sisson mage, am I not?
No wonder. Okay, this makes sense. She buffed up her... She fitted her outfit up with some extra pieces. Which, honestly, I would like this to be a skin.
And I suppose I look enough like an electrocyssin as I am.
Hold on. Trying to distract me with conniving conversation, are you? Ha! You underestimate me. To think I would appear before you without full confidence in my victory. Go forth, Oz. Sissons, take care of these pests.
I had no idea that she could do this.
The holy Lyre der Himmel belongs to the Fatui.
Honestly, now that I think about it, it would be pretty terrifying if Fischl was a Fatui member. Maybe y'all got a different, POV on that. But I feel like that would be kind of terrifying to fight her.
Whoa, that was fast. Mage-powered flight is something else.
Fischl is... the Fatus is getting away! After her, quick!
Fischl too clumsy for that? She not serious enough? Look, but we seen Fischl lock in when the time comes for her to lock in, even when she's being clumsy, right? We saw it on the island event.
Here, take it away, and don't let them catch you.
That's nothing the gliding champion of the Fatui can't handle.
There was even the Starfall event where she was investigating. She was mad. Oh, shit, she getting away. She's not getting away. Come on. Crank it up, crank it up, crank it up.
Hey! That goes against gliding regulations!
You can miss me with that shit, Amber. You be cheating all the damn time.
Pretty tough, aren't ya? Well, let's see how you handle this.
I don't give a crap about none of that.
Oh. Paimon thought the Adventurers Guild were the only ones role-playing as Fatui.
Just thought I'd lend him a hand. Fischl didn't have time to make me a cool hat, though.
Amber's over there! Let's get ready to land!
Oh, wait a minute. I think I do remember this point in this quest. That we chased down the Fatui like this. And didn't it lead to like a cavern? Or like on the left side?
Here they come! Positions, everyone!
That's right. I do remember this now. We chased the Fatui into this underground area where we fought one of those like Pyro Fatui members for the first time in the entire game. And now I remember.
Wait a minute. This isn't what their hideout looked like. It's at least a few times bigger.
Yes, I remember it being much more run down. This place has far more structural appeal.
The Lawrence clan lived here for a time, but this doesn't look like their handiwork. And I know for sure it's not the work of the Knights.
Must be a bit of creative license on the part of our dear mages, then.
Alice said the original was too run down and didn't fit her aesthetic taste. So we repurposed some assets from the Golden Apple Archipelago. As you can imagine, Alice has always been a go big or go home kind of person.
Yeah, this is go big, all right.
Still, our mission remains the same. We're here to get back the Holy Lyre.
Yeah, and this time we have a whole bunch of people to help us. Not just you, Luke. Should be a total piece of cake.
No, I'm kind of surprised. Ah, shit, my mic unplugged. Give me a second. Anyway, like I was saying, kind of surprised D-Luke didn't take offense to that, because that almost makes it sound like he was, like, too weak, or, like, not strong enough to help us fight against the Fatui, get back the Lyre. And also, the fact that freaking Alice has stuff like this in... Wait a minute, I remember this. Pretty sure when I turn the right corner, this would be a long corridor that shapeshifts, right? Oh, never mind. I remember that from Mona's. Yep, there we go, right there. Mona should be here, because the freaking astrology shit is here.
A human never
There
doubts
she go.
what their eyes see or rejects the ground beneath their feet. Both now warn you that this is the end of the road. Give up and turn back while you can.
Mona is top 10. Easy.
That voice. Is that Mona?
Mona? Oh, you mean Barbarloth's student.
You know about her? But Mona came to Mondstadt after your expedition left.
Well, I had regular contact with the Hexen Circle, so her name came up now and then. The whole thing about her messing up and being too afraid to go back? Yeah, I know that too.
What? But how? No one in the Hexen Circle should know about that.
For real? Sorry, but I'm pretty sure all the mages know.
Oh, no. That's crazy. Everyone in the Hexen Circle knew about the fact that she effed up, and that's why she was too afraid to go back. That's crazy. She thought she was on the download the entire time, but everybody knew. Thick Mona, even though she broke with Mora. True. Don't get me started on those thick Mona mods that was pumping out around the first year of the game. Y'all remember that? That was crazy.
I'm afraid so. Oh, except Rhindaughter, I suppose.
Fine. That's just fine. It's not like the old hag's gonna come find me in Mondstadt to settle the score, right?
Anyway, how do we cross?
I hope, based off that line alone, that Barbarloth does come to Mondstadt to settle the score. I hope we get... I don't care if it's an in-game cutscene or a legit cutscene of both of them squabbling. And then at the end, we see Barbarloth either standing over Mona, where Mona is face first, ass up in the air, because she got her ass kicked. Or she's getting or Barbarloth is sitting on her to represent, oh, I won, you got defeated. It's gotta be one of those two. I can't accept nothing less.
I'm not telling.
Aw, come on. Don't take it out on us.
I'm not. This is unrelated. Besides, I'm playing a Fatus whose job it is to issue riddles. You can't just ask me for the answer.
Oh, right. Almost forgot about that.
If you want the answer, think back to what I said at the beginning.
I forgot what she said at the beginning. Seriously. Oh, wait a minute, what's that?
Mona's riddle was as follows. A human never doubts what their eyes see, or rejects the ground beneath their feet. However, things that are taken to be indisputable are often false. So, one must shift one's gaze elsewhere. Perhaps, upward.
Okay, what makes sense now? What I gotta do? I'm not gonna lie. I was about to literally walk forward because I thought this was gonna be another Mondstadt moment, NODKRAI moment. No, not NODKRAI moment. I meant to say Natlan moment because there was what Act 5 where you're like traversing the abyss and there's like this gap in front of you, but you couldn't cross it. Or technically you could, but you had to use elemental sight. Oh, wrong one. There we go. You had to use elemental sight from the Saurian in order to see the pathway, which I was stuck on for like a good bit of time when I played the quest. So essentially, this is the same shit. Now the question is, where do I start from exactly? Do I just walk? Okay. Okay. So let's go to the left. Alright, easy peasy. 1, 2, right. One, two, right. Alright, easy, easy. One, two, three, left.
Nice! We made it!
Also, I need to say this. Does this, for my people who play Star Rail, does this area not remind y'all of like the cauldron of like the Demiurge where all that data was stored? Does this area not remind y'all of that? Because that's the first thought I had when I looked at this place. I've always loved how these areas are designed. This nigga Mika, what you doing here?
Looks like Mika's guarding this spot.
Oh, hey! It's been a while.
Hello, Grandmaster. Hello, everyone. No. Wait, my line. How did you get in here?
I would think you have bigger concerns right now. Tell us where to find the lyre.
It's locked in the back room, but good luck getting in there. 3 crests are needed to enter, and each one is guarded by a Fatus.
Wait, but in real life, we only needed 1 key.
Yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. If there was only 1 key to be found, there's a good chance the encounters set up at the other 2 locations would go to waste. All our actors worked so hard to memorize their lines. It would be a shame if their part got skipped over.
Wait a minute, I just realized. What if the whole point of this event was to flex how Genshin Impact uses their characters and don't forget that their characters exist, right? Because without a shadow of a doubt, like a competitor to Wuwa, obviously, would know about the complaints that people make about their game. Clearly they would. Why wouldn't they? So that they can make their game be better in certain aspects than the competitor, right? Without a shadow of a doubt, I feel like this is just them flexing it. They'd be like, oh, look, we don't forget our characters. We heard over there at your game, you forget your characters exist. We could never. Anyway.
A fair point. They're playing through the story just like us, after all.
Even Mika. Mika wasn't even a character people really cared about, right? But even Mika didn't get forgotten by the writers of the story.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, I was kind of confused at how I just give up the intel without a fight. But when I actually had to stand up against all of you, it made sense. I mean, Mr. Diluc practically had me in a cold sweat.
Really? I only had 1 line.
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned that strike the greatest fear in your opponent. The same principle applies here.
That's right. And I've been told you have quite a few tricks up your sleeve, Mr. D-Luke. Anyway, you can head in now. Everyone should be ready.
One moment. We can't quite end it like this. I believe you have one more line, Mika.
Do I have to say it?
It would benefit the scene.
All right. I told you everything I know. Now leave me alone.
And off he goes.
Wait a minute, hold up. Just looking around. Something flying in my hair.
Without the crests, I can't activate this device either. Like I said, I told you everything I know. Just leave me alone. Man, I thought I lucked out with just a few lines, but it still wasn't easy to pull off. Anyway, if you want to get into that room, you'll need to track down the 3 Fatui with the crests.
Dang, my brother just now texted me about some important mail that got thrown in the trash. I'll handle that after I end the stream. Actually, ooh. Benny boy! Hold up. Should I end the stream now, or should I save this for later? Or should I continue it now? Cause I'm not gonna lie. Who else around here?
Oh, the road ahead is almost completely blocked. Looks like this person isn't taking visitors. Yes, we'll just have to be careful. We need that crest.
I feel like this is gonna be Amber. This feels like Amber's spot. Up there could be Eula, but you know, let's try to bang this out first.
Looks like we were followed. Guess Mondstadt's elite aren't to be underestimated, huh?
Stand aside. This one's personal. But this time, I'm fully locked and loaded! Come on, kid! Let's finish what we started!
We squabbling? For real?
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! You can't run! Well... Looks like I went too far.
Okay. You win. Somehow this round wasn't quite as fun.
Probably because you had to act like a Fatus. At this point, I could take down those with my eyes closed.
True. Guess I didn't stand a chance, huh?
Oh, so you were the one in the Fatus costume. Does that mean the auto-load bug is fixed now, Nicole?
It would seem so.
Man, their armor is heavy, and not breathable at all. You're telling me the Fatui in Sumeru and Natlan also wear this stuff? I can't even imagine.
Rumor has it, Fatui recruits undergo rigorous training. I feel like there's some truth to that after all. Well, even though we lost, Dad had fun for sure. Here's the crest I was guarding. You've earned it.
Oh, and Bennett told me about what happened in Natlan. how you helped him.
I don't know if y'all can still hear me.
Okay. You win. Somehow this round wasn't quite as fun.
Okay. The stream should be fine now. I don't know what the hell going on, but my Wi-Fi started, screwing up or something. The internet connection just started screwing up. So hopefully it's still good on y'all end. Y'all let me know if it's still good for y'all. Yo, what's up, Mizuki? Or Miyuki?
Probably because you had to act like a fatus. At this point, I could take down those with my eyes closed.
True. Guess I didn't stand a chance, huh?
Oh, so you were the one in the Fatus costume. Does that mean the auto-load bug is fixed now, Nicole?
Sure, auto-load. I had a sneaking suspicion that maybe this was a sign saying that, yo, PS4 can't handle Genshin Impact anymore. That'd be freaking crazy if that was the case for what just happened. Hold on, let me unplug my PS5, because I think that's what's hoarding the other section of the Wi-Fi. Let's turn it on first, then turn it off. Okay. That should do it. At least for now.
It would seem so.
Man, their armor is heavy and not breathable at all. You're telling me the Fatui in Sumeru and Natlan also wear this stuff? I can't even imagine.
Rumor has it, Fatui recruits undergo rigorous training. I feel like there's some truth to that after all. Well, even though we lost, Dad had fun for sure. Here's the crest I was guarding. You've earned it.
Oh, and Bennett told me about what happened in Natlan. How you helped him navigate his past. It's hard to believe we finally have answers after all these years.
So true. It's crazy. Bennett is a 4-star character that got so much respect for, well, not even respect, but got treated properly and respectfully for their story that people have been speculating on for years, right? Granted, I'd be lying if I didn't say that I didn't want, that I was hoping, rather, that Bennett would appear in Natlan's Archon quest and play a bit of a role there, probably being one of the 6 heroes that was fated to, like, help Mavuika's plan. I feel like, now that I think about it, I feel like that would have spiced things up a little more, wouldn't it?
So, on behalf of all the adventurers in Mondstadt, truly, I can't thank you enough.
Well, that's what friends are for, right?
Speaking of, how have things been since you got back, Bennett? Same old, same old. Bad luck included. But that part's nothing new, so I don't mind. I do miss the Asha, though. I hope I get the chance to show them Mondstadt someday.
I'm not gonna lie, I like his gameplay. Like, I'm not really seeing or feeling the thing about his gameplay being underwhelming. I'm really not seeing it. Or like it being mid. Like, out of all the great sword wielders, I would say he got one of the most unique, you know, fighting styles of all the great sword wielders in the entire game. Also, I love the execution of his roars when he does it. I love that. Yeah! I love that. That's what I do.
Talk about bad luck. The minute you put on that Fatui costume, the gun stopped working. How weird is that?
Yeah. Thanks for stepping in, Dad. Guess I'll have to hand it in to Miss Nicole for repairs later.
Now, I do understand about the whole damage multiplier being low. I do think that is a disservice to his character, especially with everything that they've been gassing up related to the guy. So that I can agree with. It's a mad disservice.
The Fatus up ahead is a pragmatist. You might have a chance to avoid conflict if you obtain the other crests first. The Fatus up ahead values wealth above all else. No bargaining chip is off the table. Luckily, I've prepared a negotiation multi-tool for this situation. Don't forget to take it with you.
Munyon? Now, what character from Mondstadt would care about Munyon? Oh, that's right, it's Mona. I'm over here thinking of Dory. It's freaking Mona. She's the only one who cares about Munyon because she ain't got none. Granted, I feel her on that on every level.
Wait, Mona? Again?
What? The more roles you play, the more you get paid. That's what Alice said. I was hoping to do even more than this, but it is what it is. Anyway.
I swear, I never get tired of hearing Mona speak. Not only is her character design awesome, but her voice is amazing.
The crest is with me. All I need to know is how much you're willing to cough up to get it. Let's talk business, shall we?
Literally, I'll just give her the entire pouch.
Good enough for me. Gotta know when to fold, right? All right, here's the crest. Huh. And with that, I'm off the clock. Oh, and by the way, word has it you accomplished something major in NODKRAI. You reeled in the true moon from beyond the false firmament. Well, I spend most of my time staring into a scry glass after all. If something changes in the sky, you think I wouldn't notice? Hydromancy uses the false stars to reflect true fate within the water. Now, I can't help but wonder what I would see if I cast a reflection of the true moon instead. Of course, I need a whole new set of equipment to look into that, which means shelling out a whole lot of mora. So I've been taking on a lot of odd jobs.
That's interesting to know. Because now, fate is kind of up in the air now, knowing that the true moon is here. Finally, after so long. Let me read. Nicole gonna buff trust, but I just don't see it because his damage is get. If you build him strong enough, he can hit like a truck with elemental infusions.
No wonder Alice gave you quite a few parts in this.
Generous compensation, minimal manual labor. It's been a good gig. Plus, the Hexen Circle never promises an amount they can't deliver. Even though her daughter is, in some part, responsible for my predicament. That was a long time ago, and I know Klee didn't mean it.
Huh. I guess the moon's a big deal in hydromancy. Just spitballing here, but it kind of sounds like your progress would be much faster if you, I don't know, just contacted Barbeloth directly.
This nigga pushing buttons right now.
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Now that I just realized, bro, they literally made both Hydro Mages a bunch of bad bitches, no? Mona is a bad bitch by default, and she gets it from her master, who's also a bad bitch. And I mean this is like in terms of their attitude and their behavior, plus physical appearance. Like literally, oh my goodness.
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
If Barbeloff does become playable, I hope that I can tag team her with Mona. Now the question is she gonna be like a damage dealer or a support unit?
That's nothing.
That was Durin and Albedo, I bet.
What? They handed over their crests? Looks like the decision has been made for me, then. Further resistance would be foolish.
Gotta say, Paimon didn't expect you to play this kind of role, Durin.
Well, actually, Aunt Alice was planning for me to play Dvalin if the dragon himself didn't agree to take part. That was the backup plan. Apparently, there's a spell like the one used to make Simulanka that could change me back into an evil dragon.
That does not sound like a good idea.
I have to agree. That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
I don't think I'd be very good at playing the evil dragon anyway. I'm not intimidating enough. Luckily, Dvalin agreed to take part after all, so my role was switched to timid Fatui Guard B, and I got to wear a costume instead.
Oh, so we about to fight? Also, like, the only reason you can't pull off the whole evil dragon thing is because you lost all your aura. That's why, nigga. You suffered a great aura loss the moment you became a playable character. Well, you didn't lose all your aura, but the aura that I'm specifically referring to is your evil aura. You lost all that crap. You ain't got that evil aura no more. That's the reason why you can't be intimidating.
Wow, that's a pretty huge change. Why B, though?
Oh, because Mika is Guard A.
As expected, Alice has got it all planned out.
Alright, we got all the crests. Let's head back and look for Mika.
I'm just glad I didn't have to play the evil dragon in the end.
Yeah. Huh?
You know what? This area does feel Simulanka-like with the cube and shit. I should have pieced it together that was gonna be Durin. Hold on. Let me see. She's still over here? Yep, she's still here.
On me.
Mika! We have the crest!
All right. This elevator's a bit complicated to operate, so Miss Nicole asked me to help activate it. Just one moment.
Thanks.
No problem. Best of luck up there.
Huh. I don't remember Fatui being this nice. Where's the fun in that?
Of course you want to make things difficult. Come on, let's get out of here.
Best of luck up there.
Security's tight around here.
I hope this is safe.
Oh my goodness, Fischl. They're giving Fischl so much aura right now. Like, oh my goodness. It's been a while since Fischl got stuff. Oh, this nigga Arnold, bro. I just remembered. This is freaking, what, tell me the directions Arnold or something like that? Right? That nigga Arnold was the #1 gooner to Mona. Blatantly. I remember that cutscene. Some of y'all probably don't remember. She was over here walking away from this man. This nigga had nothing but the cheeks in his face as she walked away. This nigga started talking about, "Are you interested in my what you call it? My monthly income?" Face ass. It was so funny. Ah, man.
The Holy Liar! Here it is! Wait, but Paimon remembers something about a...
Hot-blooded, careless, and reckless heroes! Despair, for you have stepped into my trap! Wait, what? All it did was lock the liar up? Well, I wasn't the one who designed it. All Alice said was that activating it would turn the tables.
I see.
That checks out.
They laugh as if they already know what is to transpire. I do not have a good feeling about this. Allow me to clarify before we proceed. How was it that the liar was retrieved back then?
From what I've heard, the Fatui agent guarding this place was given a thorough beating, and then the lock opened.
So then, I'm the one who walked into the trap?
Yep, you about to get folded. In this, what, 6v1?
Do not despair, mein Fräulein. Miss Alice provided us with backup, did she not? We are not entirely outmatched.
'Tis true. Though thine Prinzessin stands on the cusp of defeat, courage has not yet failed her. Let this be our last stand! Come forth, my loyal servants! Smite all who stand against us!
Look! The Ravens get confused if they don't hit anyone. Now's their chance!
Group 2, reinforce!
Yeah.
Burn! Thunder!
Group 3, Group 4! Oh, forget it. All of you, attack at once!
I swear by my sword.
Time for takeoff.
Burn! Ha! Burn!
Well, well. It seems I must send forth my most capable servant of all. He shall dispose of you in one fell swoop.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Thunder!
Yeah.
Our situation is dire, mein Fräulein. It seems this is the end of the road.
Up the ante! Try to keep up! Burn! Up the ante!
Alright, alright, alright. I give up. Just don't hit. Alright. I know when I'm beat. You win.
You were brilliant, Miss Fischl. The recording was fantastic. I'm certain future participants will have a great time.
Yeah! This rule was perfect for you!
Huh. Your praise is a compliment to your own good sense. Yet know that this is but the least of your princess's abundant talents.
Huh. It doesn't look like the lock is opened, though.
True. This isn't what we were told would happen.
I doubt the mages want us to just break it open. It's not their style.
Perhaps we haven't met a certain condition then?
Before, all we had to do was beat up Fatui, and Fischl has admitted defeat.
Oh, wait! Does that mean the beating up part has to happen for this to proceed? You dare place your princessin in such a scene? 'Tis an affront of the highest order!
The highest order. This is a sickness of the highest order. I'm sorry, I just triggered a memory of something funny. I just had to say it. Oh, man. But yeah, she about to get blended right now.
I'm afraid it may be the only way to end this, mein Fräulein. But not to worry. It's all pretend, after all.
Very well. I shall allow this trespass, if only to bring this to an end. Just be gentle.
You're up, Paimon. Really? You're sending Paimon in to fold Fischl? Even if it's pretend, this is crazy. This feels like some next level disrespect. I'm sorry. Yo, what's up, Roger?
Huh? Oh, right. Paimon's the weakest one here. Here goes nothing.
Ah, it's open.
Miss Alice does love to tease, doesn't she?
Bro, I promise you, if these niggas were like a group of friends who loved playing around physically like that, or like hitting each other and shit like that, I ain't gonna lie, Traveler probably would have full force punched Fischl in the stomach and threw her into the air. If they were that type of friend group, I promise that would have happened.
Congratulations on obtaining the Holy Lyre der Himmel. That's a wrap for now.
Oh, I forgot to ask how everyone's day was. For the people who came and watched the stream, my bad. How was your day today? Hopefully y'all had a good day today. Also, for anybody still watching the stream, make sure you hit the like button for your boy. Appreciate it. Thank you. The support goes a long way.
quite the gathering. And do you smell that? Is that the secret menu Barker was talking about? Oh, Paimon's stomach has been rumbling this whole time, so she's gonna dig in. Don't forget to grab some food before it's all gone, okay?
Oh, hello. Did you need something? You know, we often threw banquets like this when I was little. But then, as more and more of our ranks left on expeditions and I was left in charge, the number of celebrations decreased. I'm not the most natural entertainer after all. Now, seeing a gathering like this after all this time, I can't help but feel a bit regretful for not keeping up the tradition.
Everyone leads in their own way. There's no right and wrong. True, everyone does lead in their own way. I think that part is true. I guess it's the decisions that the leader makes is something we can deem as right and wrong. Depending on the situation, obviously. Especially if it negatively impacts the people that you're supposed to lead. What else I was about to say? There's something else I was going to add to this. Oh, that's right. Look at this. A standard character, a standard banner character is having a story moment right now. Ain't that shocking? But I was told this is bad writing to do this shit on screen.
Well said, traveler.
Barbara?
You told me you wanted the expedition members to feel at home. But in my eyes, the feeling of home isn't something you can force. Home is what happens when we're all together like this.
Oh, you're right. And you know what? I've been coming to the same conclusion. The location isn't the most important factor. No matter how far we get from Mondstadt, home is wherever we're together.
The return of the expedition force is a good thing. You deserve to enjoy it.
I appreciate the kind words, you two. I will do just that. Make sure to do the same, traveler. It's not often you get to make it back here. There's a lot of people waiting to catch up. Now that we're outside the bubble and no longer in character, there should be plenty of time.
Hey! Honorary knight! Look up!
This nigga being
Pretty
reckless.
stellar view from up here, and the breeze is nice too. Care to join me?
Oh, of all the places to sit, it just had to be there. Well, to each their own, I suppose.
Yeah, because we know.
Just be careful on the way up, traveler.
Yeah, because we know the nigga who probably told him, yo, that's a good up spot up there. It was that nigga Venti. I remember going up there for Venti's first story quest. I do remember that.
As the battle hung in the balance, I spoke an incantation from the NODKRAI, broke through their ranks with ease, and thus the holy lyre was mine. 'Twas light work for one such as I.
Light work, nigga, what?
Cyrus told me all about it. You were amazing. Having seen it for myself, I must admit, you were quite something, my lady. Why, I bet even Barbados himself would have been hard-pressed to catch up with you.
That was Hexencircle magic, not some incantation, but... whatever. Guess I'll let her have her moment.
Look, Mona is a natural bred hater. She got that hate in her heart too. But she knows she gotta keep it in check. Because anytime Fischl goes on her rant about like, look, I did this amazing thing, Mona is the first one to be like, no you didn't, nigga. You ain't do that. That shit is fake as fuck. That's the type of person Mona is. She gotta restrain herself just so her friend can have her moment. Now what's going on over here?
Even though I didn't have a lot of lines, I still had fun. It kind of felt like being back in the Simulanka. Acting out a light-hearted script alongside a bunch of friends. It was nice to have a laid-back experience for once.
Quite a change of pace from our experience in NODKRAI, huh?
Yeah, this was far less complicated.
Is this event going to be permanent? I hope this is going to be permanent. This would really suck if it's not.
You can say that again.
Oh look, squad. There go Noelle. Where you been at, girl?
Wanna eat at our table? A whole bunch of friends are there.
All right, let the relaxing begin.
Noelle, I've been looking everywhere for you. Come on, join us.
Just give me 1 second. I need to bring a few crates of drinks over first. But I'll be done soon, I promise.
In that case, I'll help you out.
Noelle, another one of my very first. I ain't gonna lie, I fucking love Noelle's design. Noelle's design to me was always freaking amazing. And it's kind of shocking. Hold up, let me pull this up actually. Hold up, I think I need to pull this up because I think this is what we're talking about. Where's Noelle? Where am I? Noelle. Alright, here we go. Noelle, right? Take a look at Noelle. What's the first thing we recognize with Noelle? Right? Noelle is like one of the first, if not the first and last female character that has a long skirt on that's designed in this way. Right? Her skirt literally covers damn near everything. Right? But every other female character we've gotten after Noelle that wears a skirt piece, right? They've usually like broken it up to like let the legs be more exposed. What's an example I can give? Or they made the skirt like short so it doesn't cover too much of the leg, right? That's one of the two things they've done with skirt pieces. Like Kaching skirt. Like this is short. Like it doesn't go down to the knees, right? But Noelle's kind of like lingers right like 2 inches above the knee. Obviously, my girl Verissa, short skirt, duh. I mean, I guess the second closest thing we had to that actually was Seat Lolly when it comes down to like long skirt pieces. This is more so on the shorter side. Okay, let's see. Who's another character? Skirt, also. Short skirt. Dress piece. Yeah, and I think that's about it. I don't think we have any more female characters that wear like the whole long skirt piece that like covers everything. Oh, actually, hold up. I was okay. I'm a little bit wrong because I guess Farazan also counts in this regard. It does go like at least, as from what I can see, 2 inches above the knee, about 2-3 inches above the knee, probably 4. So I guess we only got like what, Noelle, Farazan, Seat Lolly. I think we only got like 3 female characters in the entire game that wears long skirts. Every other female character wears like a short to semi-long skirt or a dress piece. Oh, I forgot. Freaking Yujin. Yujin is also another one with a long skirt that goes to the knee. We can't count freaking Columbina, obviously, because her whole outfit is long. Oh, that's right. Barbara also got it in her base outfit. So that's technically 5. You got about 5 female characters with long skirts. I need to make them into a team set. Did I miss anybody else to talk to? Or did I talk to everybody? I feel like I talked to everybody. Except for, obviously, that nigga up there.
Have a seat. I come bearing drinks. Booze free, of course. You're welcome. Ah, well, that's what being home is all about, right? Letting go, feeling at ease. Figure we both deserve that after all this time. You think so? Glad to hear it. There's no place like home. That's what people say, right? The expedition took me far and wide, and still, little alcohol in my system, it would all come back. The cathedral, the statue, the windmills in the city, the pigeons and dandelions in front of the gate. The further away you get, the more you miss it. I might be biased, but it means a lot that you care about this place.
This is where things began for me in Tevad. Still, she is more important to me than any specific place. And again, we're having another amazing character moment from the Traveler. Right? This is why Genshin Impact's story feels more connected across the board compared to Wuthering Waves. Right? If we ever go back to Jinzhou, more than likely, we're probably never getting a character moment like this.
I get that. The people are what make Mondstadt what it is, too. All the carefree kids running around, livening up the place. Which reminds me, I never thanked you for helping Mondstadt out back then. It takes a special person to do what you did. Most people are helpless in the face of abyssal corruption. Considering their target was Dvalin, things could have been bad.
I didn't even know I could do that until that moment.
I suppose Barbados could have handled it, even though he hadn't been awake for long. But still, I doubt the ending would have turned out quite so perfect. Dvalin is family to him, you know? Having to choose between the dragon's life and Mondstadt's safety, that would have been cruel. Not to mention, the Wild Hunt would have reached our borders sooner or later. We'd have been stretched thin without your help. Maybe you've never put 2 and 2 together, but what you did in that land also helped reduce the threat of the Wild Hunt.
Another important thing to learn. Reducing the abyssal corruption one step at a time through every part of our journey. Nice to know. Cause and effect type-ish.
If Natlan's crisis hadn't been resolved, the 2 abyssal powers might have joined forces at some point, making our situation even more dire.
AKA, we'd have been gangbanging from 2 different sides. I know this is a serious moment, but I can't help but be funny.
Ha! Look at us. Taking down the Abyss in 2 separate nations. Doing the Knights of Favonius proud, aren't we?
I feel like Paimon might have had a few things to say about that. My title's just honorary, remember? Not quite sure Knights can take credit for Natlan.
I guess not. In any case, for a Knight, honor is something you get to define for yourself, no matter what the outside world thinks. And that's the question, isn't it? Why do we do what we do? But I think it's safe to say you already know the answer.
I do.
Ah, so this is where you've been hiding. You know, I don't think this was designed for sitting.
Ha! When did you become such a stickler? Come have a drink with us. There's plenty.
Don't mind if I do.
Nigga, where are you gonna sit?
Juice? Again?
You know, Charles would never let me hear the end of it if I started drinking without him.
Disappointing, but understandable.
This nigga trying to get wasted for real.
Oh, I almost forgot. Since this banquet is also for the actors, I invited Dvalin.
Where the hell is he at?
All right. Might hike up the bill a bit, but who cares? Haven't seen him in too long.
Yeah, well, he turned me down. He never did like being the center of attention. The city is a little too small for him to spread his wings. Even if no one is afraid of him, he could still take out a windmill or two. Guess it's better not to risk it.
Huh. Maybe it's time to draft a proposal to build him a landing pad.
Wouldn't that attract even more attention?
The Traveler's right. If this is what makes him comfortable, might as well let him be. In the meantime, I propose a toast to our honorary knight.
To our honorary knight.
To me, gang.
I often think about our parting at Windrise, you know. And now, almost in the blink of an eye, the final stop on your journey is just around the corner. Snezhnaya. The Tsaritsa's plans have continued to advance. Now, only the Pyronosis remains free from her grasp.
Oh shit, we're talking about it. Again, for the second time in the story, right? This is the last one she needs to get.
But if even the captain couldn't take Malwika's Gnosis by force, I guess we don't need to be concerned about its safety for now. So that's good news, at least.
You wouldn't be taking a dig at someone else's ability to hold on to their Gnosis, now would you, Grandmaster?
Haha, of course not. I'm not one to rub salt in old wounds.
Her harbingers do often tend to take a rather extreme approach. Just look at Child or Senora. But we would be mistaken to ignore the fact that Senora did not win the Geonosis using force.
Right. You told me about the contract Morax signed with her before his death. You're saying she didn't need to resort to violence in Mondstadt either?
And this is what I mentioned in my fraud video, or the reaction video I did to Jay Senpai's take about the Fatui and about the conversation related to them being frauds or not, right? I mentioned about how when it came down to the Gnosis, which I don't actually now think about it, did I mention it in that reaction? If I didn't mention it in that reaction, I'm gonna mention it now, right? So, I basically said this is that the Fatui, or when it came down to the Archons, they all willingly gave up their Gnosis without a fight. Except for, like, when it came down to, obviously, Malwika and Venti, right? But the Archons in question weren't, like, in some grand hurry to get it back, right? They just kind of just let it be taken and just, like, let things be. And they've been fine ever since then.
That's right. If she was able to provide a reason convincing enough to persuade Morax, she could have persuaded me no problem. I suppose she just didn't think there was a reason to negotiate. I had just woken up, so I must not have seemed like much of a threat. Honestly, the Gnosis was of no use to me. I didn't care who it belonged to or what means were used to take it.
See? Even more proof of it right here. Each and every last one of these Archons keep giving us a reason for why they don't need their Gnosis. They just say, F it. We don't need that crap. A didn't need it because she doesn't need it. A doesn't need it because she's already powerful enough as it is with her true strength now. Zhongli doesn't need it anymore because he's no longer, you know, the Geo Archon anymore because he stepped down from that. Granted, Mora is in limited supply now because of it, but it is what it is. The Dendro Archon gave up her Gnosis because she didn't want it. She didn't want the Akasha being used anymore because it was limiting people's desire to seek knowledge. Fontaine was given up because Nouvelette was warned that it would cause a catastrophe in Fontaine if it remained there, so he gave it up willingly. So it's like, bruh.
I just knew if I fought her in that moment, the cathedral, perhaps even the entire city, might have become collateral damage.
True. I wouldn't put it past Senora to take civilians as hostages either.
So that's the full story. Well, at least they're giving an explanation to why he chose not to fight her, or rather chose not to go full throttle if a fight did break out. Actually, no. Let me rephrase. More so that he didn't want to fight her because of the damage that would ensue. So it's kind of like that moment where he's like busting this wind gust to break out the ice. It was more so just of him like flexing his power a little bit, just to do that and that alone. because it seems like he was willing to let her hit him and smack him around.
In the end, though, it was those same methods that led to her end. After all, her third target, the Raiden Shogun, wasn't a big negotiator back then. Perhaps Signora's success in Mondstadt and Liyue convinced her that she was a match for the Archon of any nation.
And I had to stop her, aka she got folded.
You did the right thing. It pained me to see Inazuma as it was back then. I'm glad things have changed since. Of course, now the elite force of Harbingers has quite a few missing from its ranks, so I suspect the Tsaritsa no longer has the means to meddle in other nations like she used to.
I'm not gonna lie, this kind of further further confirms that the Tsaritsa will get off her ass and personally come get that damn Gnosis. Because if she's missing a few people from her ranks and she doesn't have the, necessary means to meddle in other nations thanks to her Harbingers, that just means that she's just gonna go do it herself.
Who knows? Perhaps a chance to formally meet her in Snezhnaya might come sooner than we think.
Some of our knights remain stationed in NODKRAI. If you need help, just say the word, and we'll be there.
Thank you both. I'm getting closer to the truth. I can feel it.
The look in your eyes. It's changed a lot since you first set off from Mondstadt. But my advice remains unchanged. Never forget that the journey itself has meaning, traveler. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of that journey.
Oh man, this line that's being said right here is also another good line that I should have mentioned in Zome's video where he was talking about the traveler and his point of view for why he said it didn't feel like it makes sense to him for why the traveler didn't accept Dottoro's help and like forcing the Abyss sibling to come to him and just like spill the beans about everything, right? I forgot because Venti literally told the traveler that everything that they experience in their journey has meaning, right? Not the end goal. The end goal is obviously what we're chasing, but the meaning of the journey as a whole matters just as much, if not more, right? That's the reason why they didn't accept Dottoro's offer, because of this line right here.
Perhaps earth-shaking truths and indescribable trials await you at the end. Just remember, there is more to life than that.
I will. Thank you.
All right, that's more than enough acting like a real Archon for one night. And still, not a sip of drink for dear old Venti at a time like this? You're no fun, Farka.
I feel something ominous is about to happen.
Dun dun dun!
Dun dun dun!
Oh my goodness. They're over here destroying shit. She has encouraged her daughter to do the fish blasting thing. So Klee didn't pick this up on her own. She didn't come to this realization of, oh, let me do fish blasting and whatever. She didn't think of this idea. She got it from her mother. No freaking wonder.
Da, da, da.
This is so fun, Mom!
I think so too. Come on, let's blow them all up.
Oh no, they're both pyromaniacs. No, this world is doomed.
Mom, when can I play with the magic toy you made me?
Very soon, darling. In fact, it should be ready tomorrow. I just know you're going to love it.
Yay! Can we play together?
Why, of course. We'll have ourselves a splendid time.
It's so precious. This is another thing that Wuthering Waves really need to get the ball running on. Literally. Oh. Alright. So now I can end the stream. This I enjoyed Act 2. I ain't gonna lie. Act 2 of this entire thing was great. I loved it. What's this? This the event? Okay, this is the event. Echoes of Memory is something else entirely. The home antidote thing. Oh wow, there's only one act left, huh? Getting 2 acts done in one stream was actually a pretty smart move for me. I guess Act 3 probably is a little longer than the other 2, possibly. All right, what's that antidote thing? What's this? Oh, this is the weapon. Right? This is a weapon. Or is this pretty sure this is a weapon. Yeah, this is a weapon. Or is it an ornament? I found out about it later when I finish this whole damn thing. Oh, it's a weapon skin. Okay, I forgot. But a weapon skin to what? What weapon skin is this? Nonetheless. We'll go through here. Let's see. I was gonna pull for this nigga Varka. I was, but all my pulls been used for Columbina and shit. Weapon skin for Catalyst? Oh, so it's just a weapon skin for Catalyst and that's it. Just cross board. Yeah, ain't fish blasting bandit in Tibet or whatever the place is called. Yeah, fish blasting is banned in Mondstadt because Klee was doing it. But now knowing that she got it from her mother and her mother does it, they're not even going to apply the law to her. They're going to be they're going to leave her alone and be like, leave that woman alone right now. She's a powerful woman. She is literally our best support in all of Mondstadt. Leave her alone. Let her enjoy her fish blasting with her daughter. Oh my goodness, this was freaking hilarious. I wonder if they're still over there. Now with the story completed, more than likely they're probably gone already. But bruh, it's so funny. What else? What else can I say? Other than the fact that quests like this just keeps proving to me that Withering Waves need to step their game up. Like, I would love for characters in Withering Waves to be like either blood related to each other, be big bro, big sis, little sis, brother, sister, mother, daughter. Like, we don't have character relationships like that in Withering Waves among the playable cast, right? Pretty sure we don't. I think Withering Waves needs to step up and actually do that now, because it's kind of a disservice to its game a little bit that every person that's a playable character in the game literally are just like strangers to each other for the most part. They're just strangers, right? With the rare few exceptions of like being friends. Now let me read. Here's my banner. Bet you even ain't said shit to Gene. No, I talked to Gene already. I already talked to playable to Gene during the little scene over here. This use for what is that they don't want their filler patch. It's crazy. And even if we even try to let them get away with that argument of, oh, it's just a filler patch, then why is it being referenced? Why is the main story content being referenced in the filler patch then? If it's such a filler patch. Filler patches don't, or filler content shouldn't be referencing main story plot stuff, right? If it's such filler. Right? That would be the first counter argument immediately. The fact that what happened in Mondstadt, or what happened in Natlan was mentioned, being like, yo, if we didn't deal with what happened in Natlan, Mondstadt would have been gangbanged by 2 different forces, being Glazoitoth and the Wild Hunt. It would have been wicked work. Like, bruh. Also, I'm pretty sure this content that I'm playing is permanent, because I think I do remember seeing the travel log. Yeah, here we go, right here. The travelogue has this. No, this is the Lantern Rite. This is his story quest, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is a story quest. Never mind. This limited time event doesn't seem to be permanent. If that's the case, it's not permanent from what I'm seeing. Which is really a damn shame. It'd be funny though if she got like the same treatment that Jean does to Klee. You know what? I'm gonna do that event right now. Go ahead. I encourage you to do so. Cause it would be funny if both of them get locked in solitary confinement. At least they'll be there together. Cause the mother-daughter duo is amazing. Right? It's lovely to see. Oh, actually, I'm sitting here saying Withering Waves need to step up, do this whole mother-daughter or family dynamic type relationship between playable characters. They kind of did that with Ameth, though, right? They kind of did it with Ameth, which was, in my opinion, a good and necessary step. I think, genuinely, because every relationship that the Rover has is a romantic relationship with damn near every female character in the game. This is the first female character in the whole game that's not romantic, and it's literally familial, right? And I think that's why people... Like, there were certain individuals who cried watching that scene. It's because they can relate to the whole family stuff, right? So knowing that emotional reaction was drawn out of people who were really invested in that story between Rover and Ameth, then, in my opinion, they really just need to keep going on with that route of logic. Keep using the familial stuff. Stop with the whole not fan service stuff, but the self-insert romantic stuff. Stop doing that. I understand that the main player base that's in CN wants that, but it's clear as day that it's getting tiresome as shit continues. Genshin have 2 story quests for each patch, 1 main and 1 event story. I don't know why Pro doesn't follow something like that. No budget, I think. Who knows? I think it's just a deliberate decision on their part, because they just want to keep running full force with their story, which is fine if they want to do that, but it's just like, it has its detriment. Anyway, I gotta end the stream now because, you know, Bathroom's calling my name and I gotta go. Anyway, I appreciate y'all who came and watched the stream, or rather just listened to the stream, because I know some of y'all want to just use me for background noise, which is pretty awesome. That means I am immaculate at my content creation. Anywho, not to gas myself up too much. Anyway, like, for all my new people, right? Like, sub, turn on the notification bell. Check out my YouTube community Discord. Link is on my channel. Check out the Root server as well. Download the Root app, because Discord will be implementing its age verification nonsense, which we all know is going to be BS for everybody. So download that Root app. Check out my yapping topics and yapping reaction content as well. Playlists for both sets of videos are on the channel at any time for you to watch. I stream 5 gacha games and 2 non-gacha games, those being Genshin, Star Rail, Zenless, Wuwa, and Art Knight's Infield, and Gravity Rush Remastered, 1 and 2 technically, and Fate Samurai Remnant, which I will be getting back to both of those games after I complete the story content related to the gacha games I am playing right now, which are Genshin and Withering Waves. So when I finish this event, literally tomorrow night, I will be playing Wuwa Story, banging it out, and literally probably the next week, you will see me play my 2 non-gacha games throughout that entire week. Hopefully, because I really want to get back to playing them, because I left off at a great cliffhanger for Gravity Rush. Anyway, what else to say? Oh, I got 2 more.
Where do we come from?
I got 2 more games added to this gacha playlist, which are, you know, Tales of Berseria Remastered for PS5 and Ninja Gaiden 4, which I haven't started playing yet because I want to, you know, stream my playthrough of it when I start it. So look out for that stream whenever I do that. Anyway, this is Caliapper signing out. Good night and peace. I'll see y'all later. If there's anything else y'all need to tell me in the Discord.